Namaskar. I'm delighted to be here today at the international webinar on the role of Buddhism and Buddhist teachers for global harmony and peace, and also on the NEP 2020, the role of Buddhist teachers in bringing global harmony and peace. Today is an auspicious day, Buddha Purnima or Vesak Day, and I wish all participants of this webinar peace, unity, and joy. And may you have Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha in your life. So, Nava Buddhaya. The topic is in two parts. The first is about Buddhism as a way to global peace and harmony. And the other is the role of Buddhist teachers in bringing this peace and harmony. But essentially, they're linked together. If you look at history, the fundamental goal of Buddhism has always been peace and harmony. All through history, we have witnessed how peace and Buddhism have gone together. Whenever we associate peace with any religion, it's usually Buddhism. And it is important today that we maintain this and not lapse into other things, but also to maintain this peaceful attitude in nature of Buddhism, because at the end, Buddhism is our only goal towards reaching peace and harmony across the world. And now the Buddha said many years back, if you light a lamp for somebody, then you brighten your own path also. And that is important to understand, because the guru, the teacher who lights the lamp of wisdom, opens the path for others to follow and also opens your own path, makes you more enlightened and see things more clearly. The Buddha said that the fundamental cause of all suffering is ignorance. And to banish ignorance and to have a greater understanding of oneself is the most important aspect of fighting against all suffering that we have. And again, it is the guru, the teacher, who can banish ignorance, who can bring enlightenment to us and show us the path to take. The role of teachers has always been crucial. And in the Buddhist philosophy, the role of teachers, the guru, is of paramount importance. The guru is not only our guide, our best friend, our mentor, but he's like family, and to some, he's like God to us. And the teacher, he teaches us how to fight. Now, in Buddhism, what is fighting? In Buddhism, Buddha, you fight with the sword of wisdom, and your enemy is the enemy of ignorance. Because that is what we have. We have multiple problems around us, and all stem from the problems of ignorance. And it is only the teacher and the person who wields the weapon of wisdom, because it's the teacher who wields the weapon of wisdom, who will lead us out of this morass, out of these problems we face today. And how do you do that? Peaceful minds lead to peaceful speech and action. You know, all that we see around us, the violence, the problems, comes from a mind which is not peaceful. So you have to make your mind peaceful. To make your mind peaceful, you have to allow people to teach you. And how to do that? To bring peace, it is your actions which matter. The individual has to be peaceful. And that is through karma, your actions. Your actions determine how peaceful, how good you are in the world. And what does these actions depend on? It depends on what we have been taught, what we learn from society around us, from family around us, but more important, what our teachers teach us. Because this knowledge comes from the teachings of the Buddha, the knowledge to be peaceful, discipline, meditation, and wisdom. These are the core of Buddha's teachings. So today, when we discuss this topic, the role of Buddhism and Buddhist teachers for global harmony and peace, we can see very clearly that teachers have a great role to play in taking the world towards harmony and peace. And in India today, India as the land of the Buddha, we have a unique responsibility to ensure that Buddhist teaching is promoted. Not just India, we have partners in Sri Lanka, in Thailand, in Myanmar, across the world, in all countries which follow Buddhism. A responsibility to take the teachings of the Buddha and to actually bring people together. The National Education Policy 2020, which came out recently, gives a great opportunity for India to do this, because it gives flexibility to our education system to be able to do the things that we want to do. In India, we have set up many institutions. Top institutions have been set up for the study of Buddhism, Buddhism-related issues, all aspects of Buddhism. You have historical aspects, philosophical aspects, social, moral, international aspects of Buddhism, everything we are studying. The Ministry of External Affairs has set up the Nalanda University to bring back the glory of the past, to bring back Buddhism studies in its top Institutions like the B.R. Ambedkar Institute of Social Sciences is doing a lot to promote study of Buddhism. But we need to do more. This is enough. We need to make India and other countries a fountainhead of studies on Buddhism. We have to study Buddhism in all its aspects, and not just Buddhism, not just teaching of Buddhism. We have to become the fountainhead of research into Buddhism, into all the aspects of Buddhism. I don't see much research. We see teaching and we see, but the research into Buddhism is something we really need to do. And I would like to support Professor Asha Shukla, the Vice Chancellor of Browse, when she said that she wants to do more collaborations with foreign universities. Because research and other things can be done in collaboration with universities, not only in India, but across the world. You have joint courses, you have student and faculty exchange programs, you have research programs, you have fellowships, everything that we need to put together. And in this, we in ICCR are doing a lot. I mean, our resources are limited, but we are doing a lot and we're working. I mean, the venerated monk from Sri Lanka knows what ICCR is doing in Sri Lanka. We are similarly doing a lot in Thailand and other places. And one of the most important things is Sanskrit and Pali teaching, because Sanskrit and Pali are crucial to learning the manuscripts, to deciphering the manuscripts, of reading, of understanding Buddhism at its core. And so ICCR has been setting up Sanskrit and Pali chairs in many countries to help universities to teach students in those countries. We have even released recently an app, the first ever gamified Sanskrit app to learn Sanskrit, called Little Guru, which I think many in the Buddhist world would be easy. You can do it on your phone, you can do it on your iPad at your leisure, learn Sanskrit. It will change the way we do things. But these are things we are doing. And also, ICCR is planning for the first time ever to have an international annual conference on Buddhist studies. This annual conference, what we'll be planning to do is to bring together scholars and practitioners from universities and institutes across the world working on Buddhism to come together annually once to discuss where is Buddhist studies going, what is happening in Buddhist studies, what are the new areas that we need to look in, what are the researches we want to do in, and also a place to network for all these scholars across the world. There are a lot of very good work being done across the world, but we need to bring everybody together on one platform, because doing research on different aspects is something which will increase the teaching of Buddhism and Buddhism related courses across the world. And not only will we have this annual conference, we're also institutionalizing an annual Buddhist Studies Award to be given to the persons, scholars, or institutes who have made outstanding contribution to Buddhist studies. This will be a very prestigious award given by the President of India, with a very high amount of money being given. This is going to be an annual award for Buddhist studies. This is to encourage people to do more studies, more research, and to support Buddhist studies across the world. So these are the things ICCR is doing, apart from the fact that we also give a large amount of scholarships. You know, a large number of students come to India to study Buddhism and Buddhism-related courses, and ICCR gives a large amount of scholarships. But I'm willing to give more scholarships, but only to people, to students who want to come to do research, who want to do a PhD, master's program, or higher studies program. And I'm willing to give as many scholarships. We have some of the top Buddhist institutes across the world on the platform today. So anybody who feels that they need scholarships to come and study in India, or institutes in India which feel that we have students who want to come, then please come and approach us. We would be delighted to work with you to institute more scholarships on this. And this is important because we also want to give fellowship for short-term research into issues. You know, come for 6 months, 1 year, Buddhist scholars who are highly qualified scholars to come to India to do fellowships on different issues. These are things ICCR wants to do to put in place an ecosystem where Buddhist studies is encouraged. So we, at the end, I would like to say that we at ICCR would like to work with all institutes in India and across the world to support the teaching of Buddhism and to do research on Buddhism-related issues. I wish all participants in today's webinar all the best. And on today's auspicious day, I wish you all a spiritually refreshing Vesak day. Namaskar.